So Terry, big day today with the announcement of the sale of Unruly, coming on the heels of the sale of Millennial.
Yep.
What's going on?
Well, Andy, you and I have been talking about the sort of interesting dynamics taking place in digital media, digital marketing, whereby we have a lot of new interested parties, a lot of strategics. In fact, right here at DMEXCO last year, I think I talked about this deep, robust buyer universe where people, deep-pocketed strategics from a number of different industries were interested in capabilities in this sector. And I think the last couple of weeks have been very emblematic of that kind of wide and deep strategic interest. At the beginning of the month, Verizon, a large, telco, after its AOL acquisition, made the acquisition of Unruly Media to bolster their mobile advertising capabilities. And just today, we announced the News Corp's acquisition of Unruly, which is in the native video space. Yet another example of, this time, a media company, not a telco, making investments in scalable technologies to further their business purposes.
Can you just tell me a little bit about the value of Unruly in terms of the interest by News Corp?
Yeah.
I know it's early on and you can't speak for News Corp, of course, but what does that fit look like and why was it the right fit?
Yeah, so it was a unique fit. There's sort of three things I think that are really interesting about this deal. Number one, this is the first scaled transaction in the native space. And it's a relatively nascent. Video is expanded greatly, and Unruly was one of the leaders. And I think this is a real testament to News Corp and their identification of this opportunity and this burgeoning area of digital, where basically this technology will allow them to enhance yield maximization across all of their premium titles. And think about, that whole thick, deep roster of premium titles that News Corp has, and they'll be able to leverage the Unruly technology to be able to enhance monetization across those properties, as well as the other publisher partners of Unruly. So that's item number one, is it's first in the sector. Number two is, this is a scaled exit for Europe, for European technology. It's $90 million up front, $86 million contingent, so it's a $176 million transaction, which is pretty scalable for Europe. And if you look at exits, they're very few and far between, so I think that's a fantastic testament to the Unruly folks and their investors. And third, we have here, besides Scott Button and Matt Cook, one of the other co-founders and co-CEOs of Unruly is Sarah Wood. And it's always pleasing to see female tech entrepreneurs do well, and there's no one better than Sarah. I would say that she's a great female tech entrepreneur, but I think a better way to say it is she's a great tech entrepreneur.
That's great. And Terry, finally, day one of DMEXCO, some takeaways about conversations here. I know you made a major speech today. What are people talking about?
Yeah, there's a real buzz here at DMEXCO. I think in part because of the pickup in deal activity. People are seeing, strategic interest in mobile, strategic interest in video, strategic interest in data companies. A lot of conversations, a lot of buzz. This year, DMEXCO bigger and better than ever. It just keeps on growing. And I think it's a very healthy time right now for the industry, and consolidation never hurts.